module, third unit, Bode plot. And before that, we need to understand what is frequency response. We know what is time response, which had transient response and steady state response. In the transient response of second order underdamped system, we had the rise time, peak time, settling time, peak overshoot, all these things, delay time, all these 5 parameters. Now in the frequency response, we had enough knowledge on time response, both the transient and steady state. In the steady state, we calculated steady state error, ESS, all this. And for different inputs, different type numbers, we calculated ESS, steady state error. All those come under the time response. Now I am going to the frequency response. This is steady state response of the system where the input is purely sinusoidal. Then the output we call it as frequency response. Input is purely sinusoidal, then we call the system having is defined as frequency response of the system. The steady state response is called frequency response when the input is sinusoidal input. Okay. And here we have a system. G of s is the transfer function of system. R of t is the input and C of t is the output. And here what we say, input is sinusoidal. Input. Okay. Input is sinusoidal. Then what about the output, steady state output? Now the name is frequency response. And whenever we have G of s as the transfer function, the modulus, modulus of, so when you put s equal to j omega, the G of s can be written as G of j omega. This we are making assumption. S equal to j omega, we are making assumption. Then in the place of s, we are putting j omega. So G of s can be written as G of j omega. Now we are calculating magnitude of G of j omega. And here this is the phase angle. Of G of j omega. Okay. For example, if you are having a plus jb, the magnitude of a plus jb is nothing but square root of a square plus b square. And then the phase angle of a plus jb is nothing but tan inverse imaginary by real. So this is about the magnitude and the phase angle. If we have 1 by a plus j omega, this is our factor. 1 by a plus j omega we have. In that case, the magnitude of 1 by a plus j omega is jb. A plus jb or j omega is nothing but 1 by square root of a square plus b square. When we calculate the phase angle of 1 by a plus jb, it should be minus tan inverse imaginary part by real part. Okay, when it is numerator factor, it will be plus tan inverse. When it is denominator factor, it is minus tan inverse imaginary by real part. Okay, so we have seen two things here. This is equation 1. We have calculated magnitude and phase angle. Equation 2, we have calculated magnitude and phase angle. Okay, like that you can take a minus jb in the numerator, a minus jb in the denominator, a minus jb. Okay, you can calculate magnitude and phase angle. Modulus means magnitude. When we put the modulus symbol, it is magnitude. When we write a symbol like this L, that is called phase angle. Okay, angle of or phase angle of. So we can see that in an LTI system, when input is sinusoidal, the output, steady state output, it will have the frequency same as the input. Okay, frequency same as the input. However, the magnitude and phase angle will differ. This is an important point. Okay, this is an important point. The thing is, when we apply sinusoidal input. Okay, when we apply sinusoidal input, output will be also be sinusoidal. The point we have to note down here is when we apply sinusoidal input for a system, LTI system, linear time invariant system, output also sinusoidal input, but there may be small changes in the magnitude and phase angle. That is our important point. Okay, So in frequency response, this is the major thing that will be followed. If the system is LTA system, you are applying sinusoidal input, output also sinusoidal, but there will be small change in the magnitude and phase angle. Okay. Now I am taking up an example. I am taking an example. This is a system. X of t is the input, X of t is the input, Y of t is the output. Okay, X of t is input, Y of t is output. And here G of S is given as S by S plus 1. G of S is given as S by S plus 1. We can see input is sinusoidal input. Okay, input is sinusoidal input. So what about the response? Response or output is one and the same. Okay, response or output is one and the same. When input is sinusoidal, we have to see that, or the system gives output also sinusoidal, but there will be a small change in the magnitude and phase angle. Okay. Now coming to the input, it is X of t sin t, and now what is the output or response? Y of t, this we have to find. Output also sinusoidal, but coming to G of j omega, it is j omega divided by j omega plus 1. Just we are substituting s equal to j omega. We are substituting wherever s is there with j omega. Now we will go with the magnitude, G of j omega magnitude. Numerator, you take it as a plus jb format. It is 0 plus j omega. Okay, a value is 0. Denominator also you take a plus jb format. It is 1 plus j omega format. Okay, in the numerator, it is 0 plus j omega. In the denominator, it is 1 plus j omega. Now, when you calculate magnitude, numerator will come 0 square plus omega square. Denominator will come 1 square plus omega square. Numerator it is omega, denominator it is 1 plus omega square. Okay. So when I calculate the magnitude, taking omega value equal to 1, we are assuming omega value equal to 1. Then what about equation 1? What about equation 1? In the place of omega, I have to substitute 1. So denominator 1 plus 1, it is 1 by root 2. So output will get this magnitude. Output will get this magnitude. Okay. Now let this be equation number 1, and this let me take it as 1a, which is magnitude of the given transfer function. Okay. So 1a is nothing but magnitude. 1a is nothing but magnitude. Now I will calculate phase angle for equation 1. Now I will calculate phase angle for equation 1. Okay. So whenever you have a numerator factor 1 plus jb, phase angle is tan inverse plus tan inverse imaginary by real. When you have denominator factor 1 by a plus jb, 1 by a plus jb, it is minus tan inverse imaginary by real. Minus tan inverse imaginary by real. Okay. So for numerator factors, we have to take plus tan inverse. For denominator factors, we have to take minus tan inverse. Now I am going to calculate angle of equation 1 is j omega by j omega plus 1. Numerator we have a plus jb. Denominator we have to take it as 1 by a plus jb. Okay. Now numerator angle is plus tan inverse imaginary by real part, and denominator factor it is minus tan inverse. Okay, you need not write it in the denominator. Those are some of the angles. Okay, those are all the angles together we have to add. So minus tan inverse, imaginary part is omega, real part is 1. Okay, just I am calculating from equation 1. Okay, I am taking equation 1. Then I am calculating angle. So if there is numerator factor a plus jb, we have to write plus tan inverse imaginary by real. If we have a denominator factor, we have to write minus tan inverse imaginary by real. Okay. So now if I calculate the same angle at omega equal to 1. So g of j omega I am calculating. G of j omega I am calculating. And let me take omega equal to 1. Then this will be anyway, denominator is 0. So this will be tan inverse infinity minus tan inverse 1 by 1. Okay, minus tan inverse 1 by 1 is nothing but 1. So tan inverse infinity is 90 degrees minus tan inverse 1 is 45 degrees. So the phase angle finally 90 minus 45, it is 45 degrees. 90 minus 45, it is 45 degrees. Okay. So what I am trying to do,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes, tell me.
Ma'am, can you tell why you have given omega is equal to 1?
Assumption. Let means it is assumption. You can take any value. Just I am taking some assumption. Okay. This is
We
step
will not
1.
get any other answer, ma'am, if we took 45 or something.
If you take omega equal to, some other value, for example 5 and all, okay.
Ma'am, if we took 2, we'll be getting root 3 and the answer will be completely different. It won't be 45 degree, ma'am.
Yes. Actually, from the given options, you are having all are 45 degrees. No, all are 45 degrees. So at one particular omega value, here you can see this is sine omega t. Omega value is 1 in the given question itself. Omega value is 1 in the given question itself. Input is, okay, x of t equal to sine omega t. Okay, so omega value is 1 from the given question itself. Okay, now it is justified. Your question is 100% correct. I missed out one point. Thanks for asking this question. Okay, so
Yes,
as you raised the point, I could identify from the given question itself we are having omega equal to 1. Okay, generally it will be there. Generally it will be there some hint like this. So we have to take omega equal to 1. That only is correct. Okay. So roughly I have taken, I have taken let the omega equal to 1 roughly only, but in the given question itself omega equal to 1. Okay. So I will show you one more question. We will see another omega value comes, then how to do it. So what I have done in step 1, I have calculated magnitude. Okay, step 1 I have calculated magnitude, and this is the magnitude we are getting 1 by root 2. And in step 2, we have calculated 45 degrees angle. Okay, we have calculated phase angle, and this is phase angle we have calculated. Thank you very much. That doubt was very helpful. Okay, what you have asked, that doubt was very helpful. Otherwise, simply I would have gone in my own way. Okay, so omega equal to 1, it is available in the question itself. We have to take omega equal to 1. Okay, so now input is given sine omega t. Now output is nothing but same sine omega t. Okay, and the magnitude should come from the g of s, and the angle, the delay should come, it is plus 45 degrees. Okay, plus 45 degrees. So option B is the correct answer. This is omega t minus pi. There should be a delay. There should be a delay. There is 1 by root 2 sine t minus 45, t plus 45. Okay, t minus 45, t plus 45. Both are available. This is the general notation. This is the general notation of output. The magnitude should come from G, and this theta H also calculated from G only. So whatever value we are getting, it is minus the delay. Okay, it is a delay applied. This is the standard format. This is the standard format for the output. So we are getting 45 degrees, and that should be the delay applied over here. That should be the delay applied over here. So same, the point is, it will have the output also a sinusoidal output also sinusoidal, but there will be a small change in the magnitude and phase angle. Input is sine. Okay, input is sine. Output also sinusoidal. There is a change in the magnitude, and there is a change in the phase angle. So input phase angle is 0. Here omega t plus or minus 0. After sin t in the input, okay, it is 0 phase angle. Here there is a small change in the phase angle. Okay, the general representation itself, whatever value you are getting, there should be a delay applied to that. So we are getting the point, whatever the theoretical point we are noting down.